Cedar Canyon kiddos.
Dear Cedar Canyon Falcons.
Dear Cedar Canyon students.
Dear Cedar Canyon students and families.
Cedar Canyon students.
Cedar Canyon students.
Dear Cedar Canyon friends.
Dear Cedar Canyon students.
Dear Cedar Canyon.
Cedar Canyon friends and families.
Dear Falcons.
Cedar Canyon friends.
Dear friends at Cedar Canyon.
Dear Cedar Canyon students.
What a year it has been. Since the first day of school, we've learned so much. This year, we've learned how to handle our challenges.
Adapt as a lot of changes were made to the way that we typically do things.
Persevere.
Resilient.
To be patient.
Go with the flow and persevere more than ever before.
Multiplication and fractions.
Different ways we can spread kindness throughout the world.
To manage different teachers, how to give our best effort every day, and how to be responsible and organized with our schoolwork.
Choose kindness, love each other, and most of all, be good people.
We've also talked about a healthy you and how to take care of yourself and others. But most of all, we have stressed to choose kindness. Being kind is one of the most important things you could ever do.
Is always cool.
Even when it's hard, is always the best choice you can make.
And can spread like wildfire and can brighten so many people's days.
Treating others like we want to be treated.
Is contagious.
Means no regrets.
Is an easy way to show someone that you care about them.
Is something you will never regret. It isn't always easy or convenient, but it has the potential to change everything for someone.
Is invaluable, makes people's day, and makes your day.
Although the last 9 weeks is not what we expected, we got through it together.
We made it through together, stronger.
Persevered, not letting a change in scenery have us lose focus of what really matters.
We have all survived the boredom.
We persevered.
We're resilient and did it!
Persevered.
Made the best of it.
We learned that whether we're in school or we're sitting behind our computer at home, we are still Falcons and we still rise to a challenge.
The absolute best of it that we could.
Stayed connected.
We learned that school is not just a place, but the people. We learned that we must support each other because we are stronger together, and we miss you so much.
Although we will not be together over the summer, we will be thinking of you. Make sure to have lots of fun.
Just have fun and relax and enjoy your time.
And garden, enjoy the birds chirping, the nice summer thunderstorms, ride your bike.
Play, play, and play some more.
Have fun. Look for the good news around you and explore.
Try something new that you didn't think you would do before, and also eat lots of ice cream.
Do a huge cannonball into the pool.
Spend time with family and friends.
Sing and make music.
Play.
Practice your speech and language.
I miss you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful summer. I can't wait to see you next year.
And don't forget to read and practice your math facts. So this is not goodbye, but I'll see you soon.
I hope you have a great summer. Mrs. Geiselman.
Your Cedar Canyon librarian, Mrs. Martin.
Your 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Sinish.
Your teacher and your friend, Mrs. Mills.
Your teacher, Miss King.
Your teacher, Mrs. Larkins.
Your teacher, Mrs. Clark.
Your teacher, Mrs. White.
Your physical education teacher, Mrs. Cobbs.
Your teacher, Mrs. Schenkel.
Your 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Bucher.
Your 2nd grade teacher who misses you so incredibly much, Mrs. Wade.
Your friend, Mrs. Holman.
Your teacher, Miss Owens.
Your partner in education, Mrs. Kirshner.
Your teacher, Mrs. Fox.
Your kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Bernasco.
Your biggest cheerleader, Mrs. Lewis. Bye, guys.
Art teacher, Miss Pulaski.
Your friend, Mrs. Schroeder.
Your teacher, Mrs. Vargas.
Happy reading and have a great summer from Mrs. Ashley.
Love your school counselor, Mrs. Antos. Have a good summer.
Love your teacher, Mrs. Ward.
Love Mrs. Davila.
Your Cedar Canyon nurse, Nurse Betsy.
Your teacher, Mrs. Eads.
Your pep and peak teacher, Mrs. Jacks.
Your 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Hernandez.
Your 2nd grade teacher, Mrs. Vanderbosch.
Preschool teacher, Mrs. Parker.
Your friend and teacher, Miss Richard.
Your teacher, Mrs. Moeller.
Your teacher, Mrs. Grant.
Your teacher, Mr. Kiefer.
Your teacher, Mrs. Jack.
Your teacher, Mrs. Ruick.
Mrs. Prescott.
Love your music teacher, Mrs. Widener.
Your speech teacher, Miss Bell.
Your teacher, Mrs. Sutton.
Your Cedar Canyon principal and biggest cheerleader, Miss B.